Hello everyone and welcome back to Dune. And this will be the episode where we will actually attack the Harkonnen. So, or maybe we won't, because we want to send these guys here north first.
We are doing military training.
So let's move these guys.
Show me where you want me.
I would like you to go up here.
Okay.
So these guys here are already moving up north. So let's see what... Oh yeah, these guys here. Are they checking for equipment? Nope, can't reach those guys.
All towers are too low.
Okay, so stop that please. And let's see what these guys here are doing. Will they still have spice to harvest?
It's been days since we've heard from you. We are doing spice. May I show you the characteristics of my troop?
Oh, they have very low motivation.
A worm has... Hopefully, men... Spice is harder to mine now. Our production level has gone down. Show me where you want me to.
Okay, those guys definitely have to move. Let's move here.
Okay. It's been days. We are doing... May I show you the A worm has... Hopefully, spice is harder to... Let me show you what we've done in... Show me where you want me to.
So you guys can move to... Actually, are there guys over... I should probably check whether there are actually guys. Let's just see whether there are guys in the south, because otherwise... Okay, there's already guys there, so... Let's send you... Yeah, let's actually send you there.
Okay.
And let's send you guys...
My troop is currently going to...
Yeah, let's change your destination, because obviously I don't need more than one troop of guys there.
Okay.
So then let's move around a little bit. Let's see what you guys have to say.
It's been... We're doing... Here are the characteristics. A worm... Hope... Spice is harder to mine now. Show me where you want me.
Yeah, I like to exhaust areas completely before I send troops somewhere else, so later on you don't have to go back to already exhausted area or almost exhausted area. So let's move you guys too.
Okay.
So that will increase spice production in the future. Let's just see whom I can reach here. So there are my ecology guys. Yeah, I can send these ecology guys to areas that have been exhausted, because obviously I don't want my guys to go to areas where there's still spice and make them unharvestable. So let's actually actually go there and send those guys to my troop gathering destination. There we go, calling another war. Yeah, you want to have as many troops as possible on one location. Ideally, at least that was my experience, it's good to have like two... Okay, what's happening now?
We have finished our prospecting.
Okay, that's good, but I think you still have another destination. So, let's actually check on these guys. And let's see what we have there. No, it's just the back of the siege. So let's talk to this guy.
We are doing military training. Let me show you the statistics of my troop.
Yeah, I really need to find Cheney to up the motivation of my troops. So let's move these guys.
We are doing military training. Show me where you want me.
So I should probably... Oh, nope, please. Let me... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Should all gather here. Yep, 4 troops.
Okay.
They will need a while. but what can you do? Can also talk to these guys while we're at it. Are these guys moving?
We're doing spice mining. Let me... Look, our production... May I show you the statistics of our spice? Would you like me to repeat what I said?
Okay, so those guys are essentially doing good job here. Oh, this is just their water reservoir. So, let's go out into the desert and let's see the Dune map once more. Let's see whether there's anybody close by whom I could boss around as well. No, doesn't really look like it. Can I contact these guys? Probably not, but we can give it a go. Nope, can't. So, let's actually check the spice density here. Okay, so that density is very low. So, let's actually move there. And send... Oh, so there's also a lot of combat stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I guess I can take that later. But I think most of my guys have less guns, but not all of them. In the end, you want all your troops to be equipped with less guns as well as your wielding modules and crysknives. But you have to get them in the order from crysknife to laser gun to wielding module, otherwise they won't accept them. So anybody here in the back? Well, it's just this is a large siege, but it's just the water stuff. So let's talk to this guy here.
We're doing spice. Have a look at. Let me show you what we've done in spice mining.
Okay, so these guys are still mining. That's okay. I'll wait until the area is completely exhausted. Yep, definitely mining here. So let's check out the map and let's see who else is around here. Let's check on these guys here while we're at it.
It's been... We're doing... Let me show you... A worm has... Hope... Spice is harder to... Let me show you what we've done in spice mining.
Okay, so those guys are still mining. These guys, I think I resettled them, but let's check.
We're doing... Let me show you this. A worm has... Hopefully, spice is harder to mine now.
Okay, and those guys are still producing. Okay, that sounds good to me. So there's a lot of guys I have there, and I think, yeah, you are still moving, but that's not too bad actually. So let's actually move here. So I have spied on this fortress here. I think you always need to spy on a fortress, because if you don't do that, it seems you seem to lose the battle pretty much every time. At least that was my experience, even if you have overwhelming force. I mean, it kind of makes sense even if you have overwhelming force, if you just stumble into the enemy, you can still lose. And even if you outnumber your enemy, let's say 10-1, if you get ambushed or if you're not prepared, if you catch you off guard, then you can still lose. So that is, from a military point of view, that is sort of realistic, I guess. Look at this nice arrangement of Fremen chiefs here. It's getting dense here. So let's actually go out into the desert. Let's check out the Dune map. I don't think whether attacking at night makes any difference. I don't think it does. If it does, feel free to let me know. I haven't noticed it yet, but we'll see. In any case, so here's Arkeen Harak, and here is... Yeah, I think I used to control these, but we'll conquer them back sooner or later. So let's actually...
We're doing military training.
Let's move you guys.
Show me where you want me.
Let's just move them into Harkonnen territory. And let's quickly move the other guys
We're doing military training.
Because obviously I want everybody to join the battle. I don't think you can move all of them at once, or if you can, then I haven't figured out how.
We're doing military training. Show me where you want me.
There we go.
Okay.
And let's move you guys to... You essentially want to concentrate your firepower.
Show me where you want me.
There we go.
Okay.
So those guys are in combat. So let's actually go there riding a worm. Let's call a worm during the night. Look at that nice night sky, which is just a mono blue sky essentially. Skip to the destination. So here's a battle happening. You can have massive attack or fight for a whole day. I never quite knew what the difference was, but let's just do a massive attack. And there we go, we won. So, let's enter the fortress. Let's talk to the Fremen chiefs. Yeah, Fremen chief gathering is here.
We've won the battle, Muad'Dib. We're transforming this ugly fortress into a nice siege, you'll see.
Yeah, after you've done that, you can essentially use this as a regular siege. You can mine there or can do other stuff. Of course, you also get access to new resources. And in the meantime, you can't use the troops for anything. You can't just, let's say, form an army of 10 troops and just buzz over the map in 2 days. That's not possible. I don't think these guys have something different to say.
Won the battle. We're transforming this ugly fortress into a nice siege.
So, here is the Harkonnen chief.
Come closer,
or captain or whatever.
you miserable rat, and I'm going to chop you.
Yeah, in this game, the Harkonnen essentially, they look like, at least their troops look like evil Japanese people. I'm not quite sure whether that's intentional. I don't recall them being described as Asian in any way in the books. In fact, they're called House Harkonnen, which does imply that they're of Finnish origin. Then again, it's not like all their troops are going to be from one ethnicity. And in the Dune miniseries, they actually have a little bit of East Asian aesthetic. And it's a mix between East Asian and like not from Command Conquer Tiberian Wars, which came out later, so it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a tangent here. So let's just talk to this guy.
You don't frighten me. You won't get anything from me.
You can actually ask him to join you.
You must be kidding, Ratface.
Yeah, I don't think you can get him to join you in any way. So let's talk to the Fremen.
We've been compelled to work for the Harkonnens for so many years. We were nothing more than slaves.
So these are now Fremen I've liberated. So let's try this guy to overpower them.
Good. We're specialists.
So I think this pretty much works all the time if you have overwhelming force. So we have now overpowered him, so let's talk to the captain again.
I will tell you something in exchange of my life.
Look at those handcuffs from the future.
There is a fortress not very far northeastward. There are 3 troops there. It's a heavily defended fortress. You won't be able to take it.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure whether he just always says that, or whether this is genuine intel, the fact that I can't take the fortress, but we'll see. We have to wait a while until this fortress here has been transformed into a siege anyway, so yeah. And let's talk to Stilgar.
We can get information from him.
Okay, yeah, we did already get information from him. So let's talk to the other chief here.
We've won the battle, Muad. We're transforming this ugly fortress into a nice siege, you'll see.
So...
We've won the battle, Muad'Dib. Oh no, we have to make transformations here. Plus, my men definitely need some rest. They deserve it, don't they?
yes, you can see these guys here now will transform the siege, and they also will take a break. And as you can see, there's actually information here we got from the captain, so now we have another fortress here which we can spy on and then later attack. So, and here is the Harkonnen HQ in the north, and Cheney will be in a fortress near the HQ, I think. We'll see. So we're not going to fly there. If we do that, we're just going to get shot down and die. So let's not do that. Instead, let's actually see what else we... did I ever move you? We'll see.
We're doing spice
Oh, so I
mining.
just sent you there, so let's not do that. Yeah, instead, let's maybe check on... Can I speak to you from this distance? We'll see. Okay, looks like I cannot. So can I speak to you? Nope. What about you? Nope. Okay, stop that. Stop the message, please. Stop. So, instead, let's just fly here. I hope I can actually fly over Harkonnen territory. Yeah, I can. So let's talk to those guys. Those are just small troops, and I want to see what their training progress is. So here's Kynes.
The Fremen are helping me get these bulbs ready. Muad'Dib, the dream comes true.
You still look like some weird dwarf in the Uncanny Valley. So, also here's just their water reservoir. Let's instead talk to these guys here.
We're doing bulb growing.
Really? 5 days only? Okay. Also your hair looks weird.
Have a look at the characteristics of my tree. We can say we've done 1/4 of the work.
Okay, so let's give these guys some more time. I thought more time had passed, but maybe not. In any case, let's check out the map, because I don't want them to grow stuff here if there's still spies around, but we'll see. Okay, so there is actually... So there's actually still stuff here, so maybe I should move these guys. Yeah, actually maybe I should move these guys. I mean, I want to train them with Kynes, but at the same time, I don't really want them to ruin this area for me, so maybe I should just move them.
We're doing bulb growing. Show me what you want me to.
Okay, let's have them grow some stuff, maybe... I mean, I could just send them... Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. There we go. So, I could just send them all the way up here already, because these areas here are exhausted. In that case, they would just like block this area here, but... Yeah, we'll see. Let's give that a shot.
Okay.
It's a small group of Fremen anyway, so if they get captured, I can always liberate them later. It's not too big a deal. So, these guys are prospecting, I presume. Nope, can't. I know, my powers are too low. So what about these guys?
It's been... We're doing our ability... May I show you the character? Look, our production level has gone up. May I show you the... Our equipment has been damaged, intentionally. We've repaired it. Would you like me to repeat what I said?
So, that's sad. Those guys... Okay, these guys are these guys are mining, they don't have equipment. That's odd, because I usually thought I had stuff for everyone.
It's been... We're doing spice mining. Have a look at the characteristics of my troop.
So let's have them search for equipment.
Okay.
Should be stuff somewhere here.
We're going to search for a spice harvester.
Okay, that sounds good to me. And let's see whether there's a... on-topter here as well. So no, there's not. So fly there with our Orni. Then we can actually leave it there. And we can also see what else they have to offer. So let's just talk to this guy.
Good to see you. It's been many days. Well, let me see if I have something for you. I have an Orni for trade. Here is my price for it.
I don't really need one right now.
Well, let me see if I have some Chris for trade. Here is my price for them.
Pretty cheap, but I think I have enough Chris.
Well, let me see if I have something for you. I have several laser guns for trade. Here is my price.
I'm not quite sure whether I have enough of these. Let's just get these ones here.
You've got a deal. It's yours now. Well, I have a spice harvester for trade. Here is my
Yeah, I
price
don't
for
need
it.
that one. So let's refuse.
Well,
And let's actually go and pay this guy straight away. Let's call it warm. Actually, no, let's not do that.
Destination on map.
Oh, well, you could do this here as well. This game has too many maps. Definitely. So, and let's just go home for now, if we could actually do that. Thank you.
Atreides Palace.
Yep. Atreides Palace it is. The one thing about the Fremen is there's two Fremen cultures, a northern and southern Fremen. And I think they don't work well together, but at least that's what they say. I'm not quite sure how that manifests itself in the game. In any case, let's just talk to Duncan here.
Here are our current stocks of spice.
Seems okay.
You can notice that yesterday we produced less spice than the day before.
Yeah, but you should produce more soon, because I moved 3 troops that were pretty much all in exhausted areas.
The next demand from the Emperor will be in 2 days. One moment. I've received some kind of bill. Let me find it. Yes, here it is. It's a bill from a smuggler. Payment has to be made in spice.
As opposed to Solari.
Look at this bill. Do you want... Okay, that'll be done.
Alright, sounds good to me. Let's talk to Mom. Actually, let's check out our eyes. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. We've got all the spice. So the spice eye blueness is very inconsistent in the game, but I think I've complained about that at least 10 times, so I'm not going to do it again. Except I just did, so never mind.
You were invited to drink the water of life. Oh yes, you were right not to try it. I've heard very little about it. Let me investigate.
Okay, I'm not quite sure whether she's actually going to tell me when I can drink it directly. Well, I guess I could try it at one point again, but not right now, because it might just kill me. So instead, let's actually check out the map again. And so those guys are doing training as well. Could actually send them out on a spy mission.
We are doing military training. Okay.
Okay, so let's see where these guys are going.
My troop is going behind the Harkonnen lines to find a fortress.
Sounds good.
We've won the battle, Muad'Dib.
So these guys are still transforming, so let's see whether they have anything else to say.
We're transforming this ugly fortress. We're transforming this ugly fortress into a... We're transforming
Okay,
this
so it's
ugly...
just that. I thought maybe you could get information on the progress, but we'll see. So let's actually check out what the equipment here is, what these guys have. So all of them have Krishnas, all of them have less guns, and we've got some weirding modules here, but we could still use some more equipment, but we'll get to that. So let's cancel this for now. And let's see. Actually, what... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but never mind. Nope. Okay, now I have to... Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's check out the Dune map again. And I actually wanted to see, yeah, I think like charisma doesn't seem to have risen, because I don't think I could recruit any more Fremen around here, so... See what these guys have to say. Nope, can't contact them. Of course. I can't wait until I can contact everyone, then I can pretty much do everything via the map, which is way more convenient.
We're doing... Let... A worm... Hope... Spice is harder to mine. Let me show you what we've done in spice mining. Would you like me to repeat what I said?
Okay, so those guys aren't doing too hot, but that's okay. So I'm not quite sure how long the siege conversion takes, but we'll see. So those guys are on their way. And let's actually find the prospectors. Nope, can't contact them, of course. So the question is, do I actually need to prospect? I mean, I guess I need to prospect this area in the north. I think you always need to do that, even if the Harkonnen had it before that. And so in theory, you shouldn't have to prospect it, but maybe my Fremen work different than their Fremen. I don't actually know, we'll see. Yeah, for now we have to wait just a little bit. And let me actually just go to those guys. I may as well do that. And I do have an Orni, but I think I want to keep that with a palace, so let's not do that. Let's instead go into the desert and go there via Worm. That just seems to be, yeah, basically pretty much equally good. And again, I don't really think it's actually slower, but we'll see. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, the game froze there for a moment. I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but look at this beautiful pink desert. I don't recall it being that pink in the past. Maybe it's just I haven't really had that moment during Dusk or Dawn where I did that, so...
We are the spice prospectors. We have already been here for many days.
So... let's move them.
We are the spice prospectors. Show me 3 sietches where you want me to go next.
Do we actually have destinations where we have to them go right now? It doesn't really look like it. I mean, oh, can they already prospect this area here? That's a good question. If yes, I could just send them there, to be honest. Yeah, I may as well do that. So, and then I could send them here, and then I could just send them here. Okay, because I can't send them there, but let's just send them here so they are... come on, so they are safe after that.
Okay.
So I didn't know you could actually prospect that area if you are not have a siege there. So actually, yeah, I should probably try to convince those guys if they want to join me right now. They may not, but we'll see. Or is there anybody else close by as well? Because I think you always have to go through those guys, to those guys directly. I don't think you can just contact them like this. Could also go to these guys, which is closer to the palace, sorta, I guess. Yeah, may as well go there. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. And we have to go back home soon anyway, because the Emperor is going to want his spies. So let's go there. And yeah, you really want to recruit all these guys here, because I'm not quite sure whether the size of the tribe is randomized, but you might run into a tribe something like 2,500 members. That would be quite lucrative. So let's try to convince you.
We saw you come. I can feel...
Okay, I guess you don't like me well enough. That's okay. Let's instead go to... there was... yeah, this guy here. I've got a lot of equipment just laying around. Should probably sort that out a little bit better. Yeah, if this game was easy to organize, to honest, it would be a lot easier if you had just had one big map where everything was. But then again, part of the challenge also is to manage everything, and that's probably the message that I should contact the Emperor, but we'll do that afterwards. So, for now, just talk to this guy.
We saw you. I can feel...
Okay, so this guy here doesn't really want to be our friend either, so I guess we just have to wait a little more. Maybe conquer a couple of sieges. I don't know if that increases your charisma directly, but it could. Oh, looks like we've got a siege there now. That is good. So let's actually go here. And yeah, then let's see. And our ecologists also have arrived. And they're traveling pretty fast. I don't know how fast these worms are, but considering that this is actually an entire planet we're talking about. Okay, what is this?
Paul.
Yeah, I won't forget that. But I think I'm going to do that in between episodes, because as last time, it's not terribly exciting. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you then. Take care and goodbye.